everyone, and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about something that is a bit controversial. That might upset a few people, but that is true. Motivation is a myth. I do say that because I see that motivation is overrated. I am not saying that motivation is useless. That's a different thing. Motivation can be good for starters. It can give you energy. It can help you to start new projects. It can energize you. But when it comes to a long-term goal, like learning a new language, motivation is not the main factor that can keep you going and learning and improving. And I will tell you why. In fact, people who actually get to learn good English, they don't do it so because they are highly motivated. They succeed because they have learned something much more powerful: consistency, discipline, and the power of habits. Today we're going to explore why motivation is misunderstood and what is necessary for you to really create long-term success. Let's start with a quick question. How motivated are you on a daily basis? For instance, when you wake up and you go to brush your teeth, you don't do that because you are motivated. You do that because you do it every single day. You don't overthink it. You just go, get the toothbrush, get the paste, and do your job. And motivation is not something that you can rely on because it comes and goes. It's like, it's like the false friend. Then when you need it the most, it's not there because there's nothing to do with keeping yourself motivated at all times. That is impossible. We are human beings. Sometimes you are excited, sometimes you are tired, sometimes you are energized, and sometimes you're not in the mood, and that's okay. Human beings are emotional creatures, and motivation relies mostly on those kind of emotions. And emotions sometimes can be unpredictable. Motivation loves beginnings. When start a new year and you go there, you make a list, you do your wishes, and then you say that you're going to start a new diet, to go to the gym, and that it's all right. You can really do it and keep doing it. But if you are highly impressed by motivation to do those things, this is where it doesn't work at all. That's normal and it's even expected because those feelings, those energy patterns, they fade away because you get bored. Things are repetitive and you start to lose that kind of, energy feeling that got you through. The problem is not that you are lazy. The problem is that motivation is there to help you start doing. It doesn't keep yourself doing it. What happens is that when we see someone who are there at the level that we want to achieve, we think that they got there because they kept themselves really motivated. And that's not true. That's not the reality at all. What happens is that the things that we don't see the struggle, we don't see the times when they felt tired, they found a way to keep going even if the mood was not there. even when the motivation disappeared completely. That's what keeps you being a great student. It's like, you face it regardless. It's not about being in the mood, it's about being a warrior. And that warrior, it has to face the boring times, the repetitive tasks. So, what do you have to do to be that superhero? You just have to build a system, and the system is reliable because a system can help you go from where you are now to where you want to be in the future. Waiting for motivation to start doing something useful is like waiting for good weather to go outside. It may never come and you'll be stuck. Imagine you are about to go to the gym and you just don't feel like it. You'd rather be in your couch watching TV and eating something tasty, but instead you just put on your shoes, put on your clothes, go out and stride to the gym. When you get there, you start doing all the exercises that you plan to do, and suddenly, what happens? Your energy increases, and you're not lazy anymore. You feel like you're going to do it to the end. The exact same thing happens when it comes to learning English. You may not feel like studying, but you do it anyway. And you do it consistently every day because you have committed, you have built the system, you have planned, and you will do it no matter what. Many learners, they understand that motivation can come after you start something, not before. Small actions, they do matter. Maybe you want to pass an interview, maybe you want to travel abroad, maybe you want to become fluent, to make new friends, to get an international job. Your goal is not what we are talking about here. They are exciting, but they alone won't create the results that you want. A learner who studies only 15 minutes every day is a lot better than someone who do it for 4 hours once in a week. It's not because they are more intelligent or more talented. It's because when you learn something as important or as big as a new language, doing this consistently, just a little every day, works a lot better than doing a lot in one day, once in a while. It's all about discipline. I know motivation is fantastic. Motivation can make you feel wonderful, and discipline is boring. I know that. But you need a better system if you want to improve your English skills. You have to commit, you have to do your chores, you have to keep showing up, you have to do it every day, constantly, and again, even when there's nobody watching, even when you don't feel like it, even when you are bored, sometimes tired. Because if you are waiting for the perfect time, for the perfect energy level to start studying, right, you are just wasting your time. If you are waiting for the perfect conditions, you might as well just drop it. It will never come. Ask a question to yourself. What kind of person do I want to become? What kind of student am I? Am I someone who is not wasting my time? I'm out. Am I someone who is serious, is consistent, and keeps moving forward? You need to say yes to all of those questions. Just to wrap this up, I want to add something. Small actions, they count. The thing is, if you keep doing it, every little thing, every day, without stopping, one day, out of the blue, you'll be fluent and you won't even realize it because you have done it for enough time that you can feel confident about your English. I'm not saying that you will be perfect because perfection is something that it's not even there. You don't want to achieve that. Perfection, it's out of question. What we want is accuracy. What we want is that you achieve the power of communicating in a second language. And you can do that. I believe that if you follow those steps very carefully, and if you follow some other tips that I'm going to leave here, you're going to do it in no time. Thanks for watching this video, and I will come back later for more tips. Bye bye.